In school, we learn the ABCs, but what about ABB? Always be branding. A few years ago, I had the honor and pleasure of meeting the guests I'm going to talk about today. And sometimes one thing that someone teaches you can change your life forever. And this person taught me that I should always have a business card on me. So I happen to have one that looks like a nacho chip. When I hand it out, it's always a conversation starter. And Dr. Bob Pick, my friend, mentor, amazing dentist and human, is here with us. Dr. Bob Pick is going to be speaking at Super Dentist Boost. We have a special until Valentine's Day. Text Boost to 215-543-6454. I've made up my own hashtag. My team that works with me, I've been a dentist for 18 years. I know our people. So text Boost to 215-543-6454 if you want hashtag dentist cheap pricing. I know my dentist people. You like a deal. So if you want 18 CE credits for only $18, text Boost to 215-543-6454. Bob, so honored to have you. Just for those of you, many people know you in the audience, but we get 500 new members a month. So if they've never met you, tell us who you are, what you do in the dental space, and what we're going to learn at Super Dentist Boost.
Yes, first off, I'm very flattered and honored to be here. And before we go any further, I reached in and it took me exactly about 5 seconds to get business cards, my coaching group, my private practice, and a super coolio, awesome trifold brochure that you can give to somebody. It's unreal. Okay. And if you ever told me when I was a mad dentist, Paul's age, middle-aged, and even a bad dentist, a baby-age dentist, when I was a sad dentist, seasoned-age dentist, I would be lecturing on ethical business practice management. But one of the things that is so huge is branding, recognition, and the fact that I just used 3 of Paul's designators to allow great dentisting, of which I tell him I can't find that in spell check. That talks about how awesome Paul is. But one of the things that we're going to learn, and Paul and I were talking about this before we went live, as a coach, one of the first things I do is I go to everybody's website just to see what's going on there. And everything's the same. We do CIREC, we do Invisalign, we do crowns, we do all on 4, we do intraoral hemorrhoidectomies. But what do you do different and better than anybody else that makes you the purple cow wow of what you do? And, really quick, anybody that's ever been up in Wisconsin, including me, you just start driving, one farm after another looks alike. Everything is a black and white Holstein cow. But all of a sudden, if you saw a purple cow and she was in great shape, you'd slam on your brakes, you would grab your smartphone, you would take pictures, video, and you would send it to everybody. Oh my God, it's a purple cow.
I don't know if you listen to Akimbo, but that reference from Seth Godin in his book, he's such a great speaker and person. And, I've listened to a lot of his stuff, even more so after hearing your purple cow wow stuff, because Seth Godin talking about this is what dentists should be listening to. What you teach them is what we should be listening to. I just actually want to share with you, I thought of it. I want to share with my team. I was just interviewed for a marketing piece about our office for 90 minutes by someone who always interviews dentists. And she said, what do you want to bring out about what you guys do with dental care? And I say, we want patients to feel confident, comfortable, feel like they're getting great care, but I want them to feel like they're hanging out with friends in a fun environment that's funny. And she said, I've never heard a dentist say that before. So she said, I've never heard a dentist say they want to make dental care fun and funny. And that's what I want people to feel like in our office. And that's our vibe. It doesn't have to be your vibe. Hanging out with friends, it's fun, it's funny, getting great care. So Bob, you've been a dentist for more than a few years, right? Maybe 10, 15, how many?
I'm trying to think of a great way to answer that. 20 things going through my head all at the same time. And I'm also toying with.
No, but you're at least 30 plus years of dentistry. You're a true seasoned age dentist.
Yeah, how many years have I been in practice?
Yes.
37.
So why don't they teach more of this in dental school? If it's so important for dentists to connect with patients, to get care done, why doesn't dental school teach it? What do you think?
Well, first off, I actually technically have been in practice almost 40 years because after dental school, I did a combined residency in perio and oral pam. Dental school teaches you dentistry, how to look for loose enamel rods, how to take impressions, how to prep teeth. And when you really think about it, you and I look at it very differently than most dental academicians do. Their job is to teach you dentistry, period. And I'm possibly the last generation of dentists that could simply go out, hang your shingle, and do well. It doesn't work that way today. If you want to be successful the way you should be and the way your team should be, you have to have, and I don't care if you're an associate, I don't care if you're the owner, I don't care if you're in a DSO, you need to have, as millennials would say, super coolio, awesome business practice management at a purple cow level. And if you don't, you ain't gonna make it.
I love that, Bob. What I always say is, what does Dental Nachos try to help people do? We just want to be part of the solution to helping making dentists feel like this to this, right? Helping them like this. And one of the ways that makes you feel like this, crying on the inside or outside, is not getting the patients to come into your office to do what you want to do. For money's important, but also your morale. If I said I can give you 20 new patients next month, sounds good. They all have class 2s on number 14 DO. That doesn't sound so good. So it's also about doing the work you want to do. Tell us a little bit, Bob, about the Pick Business Group and the Pick Business Retreat. I've learned a lot about it. What do people learn when they sign up to do that?
It's and by the way, people, speaking of branding, I'm using a purple cow mug.
Nice.
And the PBR is something that I came up with in 1998. And really quick, let me tell you, I'm going to hold up something here. There's a great quote by some guy by the name of Al Einstein. In the middle of every difficulty lies opportunity. In 1998, as Paul knows, I was given 6 months to live from a very aggressive cancer in my appendix. And I'm like, I ain't ready to go. My buddies in Northwestern saved my butt. My practice partner, great guy, great periodontist, wasn't meant to be, bought him out. But I realized I knew jack about practicing. I signed a secrecy agreement with one of my mentors, a big key, hired his practice management consultant for 2 years and developed the PBR, Pick Business Team Building Retreat. It's now the second most read article in dentistry today. I keep telling Roger Devine to look in his rearview mirror. I'm catching his butt. You got to do it. And it is something that I'm going to spend some time talking about when we 2 weeks when we meet on February, 27th.
Yes.
And it's where you become a Fortune 500 dental business and not practice, dental business. Yes, ethics is always first. I'm going to talk about that a lot. You got to have your clinical hat on, but at the same time, people, you're wearing your CEO hat. This is where you become a Fortune 500 dental business, and it's where you become one of the Fortune 100 dental businesses to work for. It's where you develop. I'd be willing to bet all of Paul's Nachos that 95% of dentists out here don't have an office mission, vision, or culture statement.
So important. I mean,
I'd also be willing to bet they've never done a business SWOT, and that's not police SWOT. It's strength, weakness, opportunity, threats. Talk about that. If you don't do that stuff, you don't know how you can take your team and go vertical with jet afterburners on.
I love that, Bob. I mean, my goal is to help people be happier. I don't know what happiness truly means, but I know what annoyance means. So to decrease the annoyance in your life, you want to add these things into your life. Dental school may give you clinical skills, but like we talk about, it is developing your whole core, your mind, your words, your hands, the center of it, your heart. I put together Super Dentist Boost. My teammate, Brandon, will hopefully hold me accountable. I think the song Get By With a Little Help From Your Friends was from the Wonder Years. So I'm lucky, one of my favorite shows, I was lucky to have so many great friends. We're going to spend 3 full days learning about perio, endo, practice management, customer service, implants. If you're a dental student, you can get a preview to what your life will be. If you're an associate, You're going to hear from practice owners. Why did they buy a practice when they did? What would they do differently? You're a seasoned age dentist. You're going to learn new technology like digital dentistry, and you're all going to do this from your couch, earn live CE on TV. I hope in-person CE comes back soon, Bob, so we can hang out just like we did a few years ago. But right now, it's not easy. So let's all bond together at the Super Dentist Boost. Text Boost to 215-543-6454 for hashtag dentist cheap pricing. Bob, as we wrap up, how could someone reach out to you? You make my life better. Just my Mrs. Nacho loves you. The team loves you. They love meeting you in person. You're so positive. They say, I want to find out more about the Pick Group and see if they can help me. What's the best place for them to do that?
Best place to get a hold of me is, I'm looking for something I want to grab.
No problem.
Is drpick, DRPICK at thepickgroup.com. And, you know, before we go, peeps, Paul Goodman is the master brander.
Thanks.
I have more dental nachos, t-shirts, stuff. This came the other day with a nacho sticker. It's just awesome. And that's what you got to do. It's no different than I want people to become Purple Cow Wow. I do the same thing. You got to do it. Paul mastered it. He has a PhD in branding.
I appreciate you saying that, Bob. It means so much coming from you. Our awesome sponsor and friend, A-Best, that makes all this stuff. These sweatshirts, they make such quality stuff that people want to wear. I have some people in my life, I don't know what I would call them, t-shirt snobs, where they don't wear any other t-shirts except the ones made by us at Dental Nachos. So it's make life more fun, do more fun things in your practice. I said, Bob, all the time, you know, people should make a t-shirt or sweatshirt from A-Best that says, ask me about how much fun you can have at the dentist. I'm a dentist. You're standing in line with that. People will say, oh, who are you? The amount of people who say, are you a dentist from this sweatshirt? So I appreciate all your teachings. We're going to learn more about it at Boost. I just want to thank you for being such an awesome friend. Thanks, Bob.